Today I messed up by being clueless to obvious hinting while on shrooms. Couple of years ago I had taken mushrooms for the first time ever. It was a different experience and not something I'd recommend to anyone. Regardless of that, I was at a buddy of mine's house and he was my trip sitter. While I was waiting for anything to happen, I was using Snapchat to talk to a girl I really liked for a long time. She was kind, funny and very open-minded. Well, as I was progressively getting loopier, we were still snapping back and forth, and she was getting real flirty. I'd love to know how you think I look right now. I bet the stars would look even more incredible from my bedroom window, kind of flirty. And my mind had zero intention of picking up on it. I genuinely responded with, "You already look fine and it's not like the stars would be any different." I eventually stopped snapping her to continue my trip and I went on an experience. Midway through the saddies I decided to text her, "I really want to see you at around 12 p.m. And she replied with, "Oh, name, I'm alone in my bed right now," and my stupid ass said must be comfy, and it's safe to say she was kind of fed up. She didn't reply back after, and when I woke up in the morning, I saw how stupid I was. I even tried to rekindle that and she kept shutting it down. And here we are years later and she is now pregnant and her boyfriend is a crackhead who lives in her apartment because he was living in a park before. I haven't taken shrooms since. What an awful memory. Today I messed up by attempting to order a cock at In-N-Out Burger. Nothing was giving any signs of trouble. Hitting that place after a long day always feels right. I pulled up to the drive-thru line and it wasn't long. The evening sun was filling the car with joy. Kids laughing on the back seat. Wife cracking up jokes. The girl asked me what I'd like to order. "I'll go with 2x2 with grilled onions, and iced Coke." "Right on," she replied after each item. "Another 2x2, plain cheeseburger." "Right on." She was very consistent and confident in what she was doing, and my order was not small. At this point I started thinking about my order more and decided to not fail the girl, and be as confident as her. I am kinda a shy person. A few more items were left. "Right on," she said after another item was entered. "An ice with Coke," said I. Right before I named an extra special sauce. A lighting struck me. My natural survival instinct forced me to attempt to continue like nothing has happened just now, like if I didn't order such an extravagant dish in front of everyone. Then, in just a moment, right when I was about to catch back on pace with my order, my wife says from the passenger seat out loud, "Hey, did you just say an ice with Coke?" And the whole car filled up with laughter. Everyone was laughing. Wife, kids. The girl got a smirk, too. Even lizards and shrubs were stretching their dry lips. I couldn't hold myself either. In a few seconds, when I was able, I apologized, finished my order with the properly said iced Coke, and pulled up the line. The burger was great, so was the customer service. TIFU by texting my sister a pic of an Instagrammable drink. This was 6 years ago. My husband and I were at a brunch spot that served over-the-top Instagrammable cocktails. He got an extra spicy Bloody Mary with huge whole chilies as garnish. I texted my sister a photo of his drink and then the text, "Husband," started the day off with a huge, spicy BM. I put my phone away and we had our brunch. An hour later my sister replied, "WTF, Gross? You're turning into grandma." As it turns out, the text part went through just fine, but the photo providing context had failed to send. Our grandma had a reputation for being way too open about describing her bodily functions to anyone within earshot. My cell carrier's mess up made my sister think I was beginning to lose my marbles too. Today I messed up by intentionally getting an incel's character in D&D killed. He flipped out, and is stalking me and my girlfriend online. Me and my girlfriend aren't big on Dungeons and Dragons. But after playing through Baldur's Gate 3, we both wanted to try it out. We went to the Meetup app to find a group, and settled on one that was running a beginner-level campaign called the Death House. Come the day of the meetup, and we meet the other players. In total there was 5 of us. The DM, who was pretty chill, albeit a bit of a pushover, a quiet guy, who was new to D&D but wanted to try, me and my girlfriend, and finally, the crux of this experience, the incel. The experience was miserable. Incel was polite at first, but my girlfriend made it pretty clear that she wasn't interested. Incel took it as a challenge and started flirting with her character in the game. The whole situation was just super uncomfortable at the table. My girlfriend, bless her soul, was too introverted to tell him off. The DM didn't stop it either. I stepped up in telling him off. But he had the audacity to say that it was just a game, bruh. Things go too far when he got possessed by the ghost of a kid who made him way more aggressive. Long story short, he got into a fight with everyone. He essentially essayed my girlfriend's character while ranting about females always picking the wrong guy. DM called him out on that, and I straight up killed his character on the grounds of him being too dangerous. But really I was super pissed. The guy storms off from the table. And the campaign goes on for another hour until campaign lived up to its name and total party killed us. The mood was thoroughly spoiled. After that, my girlfriend didn't want to try Dungeons and Dragons anymore. I was sad since I wanted to give it another shot with her, but I respected her decision. I thought it was the end of it. That is until the incel started stalking us on LinkedIn, more so my girlfriend. The fucking dumbass forgot it lets you know when someone visits your page. My girlfriend is freaking out and is scared he'll try to find out where we live. I assure that won't happen. But I'm not so sure. The guy managed to figure out her other handles online. He friend requesting her once on LinkedIn and on Facebook, but for the most part, he hasn't done anything yet. Today I messed up when I incorrectly guessed someone's costume. At my bar, customers order at a designated spot at the bar where the POS is and the person working the register takes and expedites the drink orders. It's kinda fast foody but also super fast and convenient. I was working the register on Halloween a few years back. I was commenting on everyone's costume as they came up and telling the bartenders drink orders based on customers' costumes. Spider-Man. What can we do for you? We need 6 shots of tequila at table 4 for Jason Mask, etc. Dude comes up holding his hands in front of him at chest level. Fingers are all crooked like. He's not wearing any other kind of costume. Many customers are not wearing costumes, of course. I don't know why, but my brain registers that this is some kind of low-effort costume. He comes up, and I say, "Hey, weird hands guy, what can I get for you?" He looks at me all taken aback, then orders a beer. I relay the order to one of the bartenders. "We need a beer for creepy hands man." I look back to the customer as he struggles with his wallet, which is on a lanyard tucked in his shirt. Then I know. He's not weird hands guy for Halloween. This is his everyday situation. I just unknowingly made fun of a disabled person. Needless to say, I never commented on a costume ever again. It still keeps me up at night.